Everyone has something to say, a story to tell. We make it easy to share yours. So let's talk.
Regardless of your podcast setup, hit record. And from there, whether your podcast reaches 10 people or 10 million, we can help you get heard wherever listeners are.
And who knows, maybe even quit your day job.
But no matter who hears you, it's about connecting and sharing something from your perspective.
It's about having a voice and using it without anything standing in your way. Say it all with Anchor.
Yo, what up? This your boy Kendall Stones, a.k.a. Coffee Weaston.
This your boy D.O.E. Good Brother Bowl.
And we are the Dirty Hills. You already know, man, you tuning in to 11:30 podcast. Mm-hmm. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Dude, that's my job. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Yeah. And you have been Dirty Hills approved.
Yo, what it do, everybody? This your man Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels, the host of the 11:30 podcast. Yo, you guys, man, get ready, because each and every Wednesday is about to be lit, man. The 11:30 podcast is bringing you some hot topics with great guests from podcast personalities, entrepreneurs, you name it, you guys. The 11:30 podcast, all new episodes each and every Wednesday here on EB Radio, 11:30 a.m. Come catch the vibe.
City, DC, that's where I'm from. 11:30 podcast. Dre on Wheels, he is the one. Let's get it, yeah. Who with me? Let's get it, yeah. No, with me, yeah. I'm from the city, DC, that's where I'm from. Let's get it. 11:30 podcast. Dre on Wheels, he is the one. He the one, nigga. So let's get it, baby. He the one with me. So.
Yo, what it do, everybody? Yes, how everybody doing out there on a Saturday? You know, it's your man Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels, you guys, man. I'm live here on Facebook and YouTube, you dig, man? Yo, we are coming to you guys, man, to deliver some SummerSlam predictions, reviews, breakdowns, man. I'm not alone, as you can see, you guys, man. I'm with my guy, man. Shay Zelansky, man. He's the host of Off the Top Ropes podcast. Yeah, man. We're going to be, chopping it up for about an hour, you guys, man, and just going over everything wrestling, man, for real. Like I said, we got a huge night coming up tonight, SummerSlam, you guys. But, Shay Zelansky, man, what's going on?
Man, listen. Shout out to you, Dre, man. I'm back on 11:30 podcast. Where the hell's my belt at, first and foremost, for the reigning defendant and the most appearance on your podcast, man? I need my belt, please. Give me my roses. First and foremost, thank you for having me on the show, of course. Secondly, I just been a goddamn busybody, man. I just got done doing the After Dark special with Ashley Slashy on Instagram just recently. And then earlier today, we was doing our weekly recap and review, which I had to redub it this week in Wrestling Now. So that's still going to be in edit and production stages before we release it out to the world. But man, we just been a busy week. It's been a crazy ass wrestling week, man. But I'm just spent. I'm fucking just spent.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm excited as you, man. It's been a crazy week, long week though, but we here, man, for real though. But I was just seeing you. I was just checking you out on IG Live, man, doing your thing, man. So, but you guys, man, go check out Off the Top Ropes podcast, man. Get some of his merch, for real, yo. But, man, before we get into some SummerSlam and all the prediction, you guys, first and foremost, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. We got to talk about it, though. CM Punk is All Elite Wrestling, though. Like, we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it before we move on to the rest of the SummerSlam predictions. How was it, man? What was your thoughts? Tell me about it.
I mean, let me just put it to you this way. I didn't watch it live like everyone else did. I watched it when I got home because I went to a wrestling event last night to show you gotta show the independent love, some support. You know what I'm saying? So I had the network to do that. But when I came home and I had heard the news because Twitter was already blowing up like wildfire, so already I knew that he was back, but I didn't see how they was planning to do it. So when I watched it myself, and I said, ruckus crowd, Chicago, Illinois, the United Center Arena, all signs is really pointing to this opportunity right there. And when that Cult of Personality song came out and he come walking out, I said to myself, you did it, Tony Khan, you son of a bitch. You fucking did it. You fucking did it. You did the unthinkable. You did the you did the unbelievable. You did the unprecedented in that match by getting CM Punk to come to All Elite Wrestling. And that's something that you gotta give kudos to Tony, you gotta give kudos to Kenny, you gotta give kudos to the Young Bucks, you gotta give kudos to Cody Rhodes. Because all of them had to play a factor of getting him over there at AEW soil. But more importantly, the promo that he had hit, that he had done, he still feels bitter about WWE even after all these years. So that's, he still is not over that. But he had lost that joy of pro wrestling. That's why he was away for 7 whole years. So yeah, a lot of shit that he had said back then came into fruition as we went throughout the last 10 years. All came into fruition. So it really wasn't him, Daniel Bryan, John Moxley, and a few others showing us that there is other ways to get over. Now people will be saying, okay, well, I don't like this promotion. I like this one now. Because they're giving me what I want, not something we need to see every week on repeat in a similar scenario, similar formula. So the game has changed. The game has changed, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk back in professional wrestling, not sports entertainment, professional wrestling.
Yeah.
So, I'm baffled.
Yeah, last night was magic, man. Last night was magic. I thought they was gonna wait till the show, but it was just brilliant that they opened up the show with him, though. They had the little remix music for a moment, and then they had everybody, just going crazy, man. But the guy who was crying, though, that was pure emotion right there, man.
The guy who they caught on the camera crying, I'm like, you know what? Low key, I felt what he felt. Cause it's like, holy shit. It's like with Daniel Bryan announced that he was officially coming back to wrestling, right?
Yeah.
So the similar thing that happened with that happened here, and this was for the Vivid Wrestling fans, not just the Lapsed fans, the Vivid Wrestling fans that missed a guy of that gimmick, that character that spoke real. You missed that, and then now you got it back. So low key, deep inside, I was crying too.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, damn, bro, that means. And listen, if Bret Hart can go back to WWE after the Montreal Screwjob 13 years later in 2011, we can pretty sure stuff like this can happen.
Yeah.
Hell has froze over.
Yeah. You're right. Hey, that pure emotion, man, I was saying to myself last night, man, I remember when The Rock came back in 2011. That was me. That was that fan that cried right there. That was all me, though. But I mean, what you think that's coming to next, though, for CM Punk? Obviously, he said Darby Allin. He's going to see Darby Allin at All Out September 5th, and he's going to be on Dynamite this coming Wednesday. So, what type of things we would like to see from him, or that you would like to see from him?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a traditional fan that will follow a story. So all I want for them to do, for AEW to do, is give CM Punk a solid story to go with a great opponent that could get him more notoriety as his beginning. First dance now, and whoever that he's facing that's across from him is going to catapult this stock up. It's not just going to be bringing these ex-WWE guys coming in and burying your talent. We don't want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? We want to see the older generation helping the younger generation get the fuck over, because they're going to be the faces that we're going to be watching the next 5 years. So let me remind you, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, John Moxley, Aleister Black are the current top tier guys now. But years down the line later, when they're gone, Darby, MJF, Jungle Boy, Chris Statler, the Britt Baker, all of them, the ones that have been waiting, they're gonna get their chance. And now you're gonna see a new era in professional wrestling. So I just want CM Punk to put pride to the side, help build up these young stars, get them the fuck over, and you can still get yourself over too.
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking for. If they achieve that, they're gonna make him extremely happy. And then you might never know. AJ Lee might want to come in there. And that'll be great for their women's division. Do you see how that kind of prolongs and then it opens up doors and opportunities to other people?
Yeah. Hey, man. That'd be cool. I don't think, man, the wrestling world haven't seen AJ Lee in a long time, though. But for CM Punk to be back in the wrestling world, man, it changed the game. That was a big moment in wrestling history that, a lot of people was like, man, either I got to be there or I got to be watching. And I'm gonna go ahead and admit, man, throughout SmackDown was dope. Obviously, it's like the better show right now in WWE. But I was like, I'm ready for Rampage, man. I'm ready for Rampage. Obviously, the excitement was building. So, man, CM Punk, of course, man, is back. So that's awesome right there. That's awesome. But you guys, man, yeah. SummerSlam, of course, you guys, is tonight, you guys. It's going down. It's in Las Vegas. Shiz, are you excited about SummerSlam?
Well, I'm only excited because one of ours, Big Mike, is in Vegas right now, and he's going to be at that event. So I'm more happy for him. So for you, Big Mike, if you seen this, man, for real, B, please have the time of your life. Record some footage. Send them bad boys over to me so we can make a vlog out of this damn thing. So have fun. Kudos. And also, just to throw this one in there, Sam, who you had on your podcast recently a few weeks back, he says hi.
Okay.
So he told me to tell you say hi because he was just on my show earlier today as well. So he told me to tell you hi. And also, Char C is going to be at All Out September 5th in Chicago. So our first lady will be in attendance. So she's gonna have the time of her life, and you might never. And that's when Daniel Bryan said it's gonna come and make his debut, and that place is gonna just go beyond nuts. So I'm looking forward to this shit, man. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm looking forward to All Out. I'm looking forward to a bunch of shit coming up.
Man. I'm looking forward to everything, man. It's going to be excited tonight. From Las Vegas, we got a bunch of matches, of course, to get into. With SummerSlam tonight. We're going to start off reviewing the first matchup with the Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair versus Nikki ASH. Shiz, you want to go first, though? Because I have my thoughts also on this matchup right here.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ. This one, I'm conflicted at because of this whole booking. It's trash. It's travesty. Okay, It's been beyond trash ever since the day that Nikki Ash came out with the costume, and I asked myself, "Are they pulling a Gregory Helms, the Hurricane movie here?" And if so, bad color choices. How first and foremost. So okay, but I got used to it. But then you add the dynamic of Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, the Omni Flair, as Edith would say. And we all know how she's been heavily favored to win this, but I have a funny ass feeling for business purposes and for booking wise to prolong the inevitable. I have Nikki Ash going over Rhea Ripley tonight. That's going to save Charlotte because Charlotte's going to say, I did not get paid, so technically I didn't lose speech. She's going to get an automatic rematch and then go after Nikki Ash again. And then she's gonna finally take the belt off her later. I think right now they're trying to build this whole Nikki Ash thing to be the favorable baby face for the children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with those kids, in certain kids who actually still believe in superheroes, that's only depending on who you ask. They're gonna want to push that superhero gimmick as far as I can see to build up the toy sales and build up any merchandise sales that they can squeeze out of this Nikki Ash character. So I'm going to go with Nikki Ash on this one, scapegoating this whole damn victory tonight.
Well, Nikki Ash, man, like, of course, she's going to be the one that's going to take it away, though. I'm most looking forward to Becky Lynch maybe returning, though, But this whole Nikki ASH character, like you said, it's for the kids, man. You know, kids, you know, they not the ones spending the money. Obviously, it's the parents, you know, coming to the arena. You know, oh yeah, man, I like Nikki ASH, mom. You know, can I get this or can I get that, man? But yeah, man, I'm not digging it though. Like, you know, I talked about this, of course, on the podcast recently though. But you know, hey, it's her thing. It's working for some. So I'm not gonna, you know, bash it, you know, more than, you know, anyone else or less. But hey, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it.
Hey, listen, man. I gotta say just one thing. And we didn't bash the Hurricane when he first did it. Then we can't bash Nikki Cross for this one either.
Yeah,
because we didn't do it for one. You can't do it for the other. You know what I'm saying? So
some would say, well,
I'm not totally bashing Nikki. That's why I have her pull out the victory because it's gonna be an upset win.
Yeah, I feel as though that's what's gonna happen though. I feel as though Rhea Ripley gonna probably get the pinfall. Charlotte may not even, you know, be involved in it, you know, and just whip both of their asses, and then out come Becky Lynch, you know, somehow, some way. You know, they got to pull off something big, you know, with a huge crowd that they got tonight at SummerSlam. So, hey, we're going to see where that goes, though. We're going to see where.
Absolutely.
Sheamus, you guys, will be defending his United States Championship up against Damian Priest. With this matchup coming up, I'm feeling though Damian Priest may going to take over the United States Championship. What's your thoughts on it, Shees?
I totally gotta agree with you. This is Damian Priest's night. They're gonna intertwine Sheamus's mask part of this match, where his mask can be ripped off and thrown to the crowd. Oh no, my broken nose! And then somehow that'd be the careful opening. Damian can hit the finish. So I'm not expecting this to be like 20-minute match. I'm expecting it to maybe be like a good 12, 13 minutes. You're gonna showcase some stuff, but Damian Priest gotta go over now. He gotta go over. I think it's time, transition-wise, the title needs to start going to the baby faces now when it comes to this. So Damian Priest, he's gonna get that dub tonight. That's for me.
Yeah, I feel as though he's gonna get this dub. This kind of like the, you know, give him this big moment since they are building SummerSlam really huge. Like they as it was WrestleMania, since they couldn't have like a full capacity crowd, but they had some type of fans. So I think they're gonna give him this, to have him this be his little moment and stuff like that, since he won't have Bad Bunny, you know, right by his side and stuff like that. So he can win this on his own. Yeah. So that'd be crazy though. I feel as though he's gonna win the title. Once he win the title, he's gonna start feuding with the Miz or something like that. That's exactly how that's gonna go.
I mean, you're going to see that happen. And then, rumor, folks, you could be seeing John Morrison turn into a babyface.
Mm-hmm.
And then it could change the whole dynamic about what's going to happen in that Raw locker room.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I see. That's exactly what I see happening. Damian Priest is getting the victory for the United States Championship. Somehow, some way, of course, he's going to lose it to the Miz, result of the drip stick or whatever. Yeah, that's exactly how you're gonna lose it. And then, you know, John Morrison gonna be like, right?
Drip stick my ass. Right. Like, that water balloon bullshit, man. Like, I'm not with that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, come on though. Like, Moist TV though. Like, who said we wanted Moist TV?
and listen, right? I said this on my podcast earlier today. I'm like, moist is a word that me, Dukes, Maverick, and several people that we went to the same high school had used that term in high school. That was 04 to 08, by the way. So I'm like, they're going back to the well and creating a segment with a word that doesn't sound too fresh and cliche. You know what I'm saying? Moist means like you're sweating because you're doing a lot more shit. So I can't see that. So I was like, this whole segment right here between Morris's Moist TV was trash. Sorry, I didn't buy it.
Yeah, it's trash. It's trash. And then his first guest had to be the Miz though. Like, come on, dog. Like, get out of here. Get out of here with that. And then they bring it back Logan Paul on Raw. I'm over it. All right, we're gonna move on, you guys. All right, our next matchup for SummerSlam, we're reviewing, you guys. The Usos versus the Mysterios, Dominic and Rey Mysterio, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. With WWE just releasing a whole lot of superstars lately, they had just ran real short on tag teams, and they just recycled on a whole lot of things, man. But I see Usos retaining this though. What about you?
Oh man, this is no brain. The
Yeah.
Uso is gonna take it. But here's gonna be the nice little kicker. You're gonna see Dominic try to pull a little fast one.
Mhm.
Thinking he can do it on his own. Daddy-O
Yeah.
is not gonna be approve of it. And then you see the sharp shades of Dominic slowly turn into a heel going against his father.
Yeah.
That would be a little dynamic. I think they can pull the trigger tonight to be like, yo, Dad, when I said I had him. And all this, and then walk away from his father. Then you're gonna hear slice of boobs. And I'm like, they're starting it. They're starting to try to put this baby face as a heel because he looks like a baby face, but playing him as a heel. Let's see what that dynamic can pull off. So I'm actually looking forward to. I mean, I'm not totally looking forward to it, or like one other match that we haven't talked about yet, but I'm looking forward to the ending to see how that plays out.
Yeah. I like you say, I already see it happening right there because over the last couple of weeks, he's been saying, yo, man, Dad, man, I got this. Last night on SmackDown, he tried to help his father win, but actually they lost the match. So, I can really see that happening. The Usos, of course, winning, and then, Dominic getting into, some type of exchange with his dad and knocking his dad down. And they starting to go in that way, though, but I don't know. But do you like them going with that though, father and son rivalry? Because I don't think have it ever been a father and son rivalry. I mean, besides Shane,
I was gonna say besides Shane and Bishop.
Yeah. But
because listen, right? You can put it this way: we can never see Rey Mysterio as a heel. We never saw that. We ain't never gonna see that because he can't play it off that well. He doesn't look like he can play a heel. You know what I'm saying? So the only other way to go through it is to go through the son. To be like, now the son's trying to step out of the father's shadow. I'm not trying to wear the mask. Not going to do that shit, blah, 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 blah. Start coming out cocky, arrogant, and shit like that. And you might never know. What if Seth Rollins come knocking on that door next?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to come in, join the dark side, right? And then coerce.
We're going to see. We're gonna see. Shout out to my guy Warren Marlowe. That's my guy right there. What's going on? What's
Warren, man? Buzzer. If you don't know this, you should know. Buzzer. Buzzer with Marlowe. Check out his podcast, man. He's finally back for his new season. Check him out too.
Yes, check him out. Dope podcast for real, man. But like you said, Dominic, man. But I don't really see him pulling that off though. Like he's a baby face. He got the baby face going on. So I don't know. They kind of already.
Yeah, I mean, like, they're not gonna like pull at the trigger like right then and there on the spot. I just think they're gonna show you like little shades of like Dominic getting angry with his father. And then they're going to try to brush it off by Friday, but then you're going to see it start slowly developing. So I say it's going to be based on how they lose tonight is when you're going to see it happening.
Okay. That's cool. After tonight, I hope they get some more tag teams in the tag team division.
Because, they need to start calling some tag teams from NXT then, if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're going to have to start doing them call-ups and be like, yo, we need some tag teams up here, but some of you guys are either ain't ready or we're about to release y'all too. So I wonder who's going to really going to stay. You know what I'm saying?
They need a lot of people up there. A lot of people though. But another tag team matchup that's taking place tonight, you guys, at SummerSlam. AJ Styles in the big tall Omos versus RK Bro. AJ Styles and Omos though. What you think of them as a tag team? Because Omos, I don't know, man. I don't know. Obviously, I know AJ Styles is there, baby. Sitting Omos. I mean, that's like not a great word to use, but he's kind of like nurturing them, on his way in his WWE career though. But so far since WrestleMania, I don't think they had the best of tag team championship run. What's your thoughts on them?
Oh man, I said this before, and I say this again. These two just don't mix. The only reason why they did that is to try to get Omos some TV time and try to get him to get some type of experience to come in to fruition for Raw, and sooner or later, he becomes his own man and becomes a big heel. And obviously, because he's big in size and width and shit like that, so there's only one other role to play him in, and that's going to have to be the heel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking, put him with someone that has experience and have them travel, get to know him, pick their brains. So whenever that they do ready off to go on their own, Vince is going to be like, well, you're going to be my new big Viscera. But
Vince,
you do more bigger things than Viscera, though.
Oh, okay. Viscera, that's a unique one though. Okay.
It is.
But okay, but we got RK Bro. They back as we saw on Monday Night Raw. How far you think this is gonna go though? You know, I mean RKO last week though, but how far you think this can go? You think Riddle can slightly pass Randy Orton the blunt?
If you see my face right now, you know I'm not believing this shit. I'm not believing this because they rushed this thing so fast, and I knew it. I'm like, they wanted to put the tag team belt on them so fast right now because number one, money. Number two, t-shirt sales. You know what I'm saying? And plus, number three, it's Randy fucking Orton for crying out loud. So you know, any book of his statue, I will honestly say they're gonna favor him before AJ Styles first. In this case, and then putting Riddle next to him. There's only one way to go and up. But I'll tell you right here, right now, that team is not gonna last long. It'll probably last a few months. I say about after Survivor Series, maybe you can start seeing it dwindling down. Split. Rail's going back to be the babyface. Reigns will be back to being the heel. They have a program leading up to WrestleMania. Blow up match.
You're right. A lot of WrestleMania matches are built around this time, around late August, earlier September, especially if they're going to be a really big marquee matchup at WrestleMania. And I can see Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Randy Orton versus Riddle at WrestleMania. But obviously they put the belt on him, like you said, for t-shirt sales, all that merchandise stuff like that. But who else you can put the belts on? You got the Viking Raiders. They ain't really doing else. Who else you got on Monday Night Raw? I'm not even going to count Retribution. I'm so sad.
Wait, did you throw their names in there? Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
I rather put Mustafa Ali and Mansoor as a team, but they haven't even made that announcement and official yet. I'd rather see them being as a team, not to be stereotypical, y'all, because their nationality and stuff like that. That got nothing to do with it. It's just because their styles complement each other's. T-Bar and Mace, stupid ass names. Retribution just needs to die off. Repackage them to give them better personalities, or maybe you gotta let them go too. But then Vince McMahon, as we already talked about this before, single-handedly killed the tag team division in WWE. That's to the point of non-existent.
It's no tag team division. There's no tag team division right now going on in WWE at all. My man Warren said Rock versus Roman. Hey man, Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania next year. Hey, I'm tuned in all the way. That'll be the matchup for ages.
Yes,
that'll
it will
be
be.
Matchup.
And you already know they're trying their hardest to make sure that Rock is available to do that date and to do any date prior to that to build up to the pay-per-view. So if he confirms by Survivor Series time, and you're gonna get your wish. But isn't that what CM Punk had once said before too? How your little pal Wayne gets into the main event of WrestleMania and I'm not, and he barely even here, makes me sick.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Came into play, so I don't want to hear y'all talking negative shit about CM Punk right about now, because everything that he said in that pipe bomb years ago is coming to fruition right now.
Yeah.
Or has already came into fruition already.
You're right about that,
so
man. Everything
shots fired, WWE. Shots fired big time at WWE for that one right there. Because now I just thought about that. I'm like, yo, CM Punk was right. That whole pipe bomb.
Yeah. He was right, man. But Warren said, like you said, they trying to get him for Survivor Series. Survivor Series was supposed to be confirmed that it's going to be in Brooklyn, New York. So Rock versus Roman Reigns, they're going to like start doing that in November. That'll be dope, man. Really, really dope.
Hey,
but you guys, man.
Hey, listen, man, shout out to the Jobber podcast
too. Yeah, you know
they're going to be in the building for Survivor Series, so I know they're going to be lit as fucking there. I'm going to be texting them like, yo, if you see Rock up there, you better throw something at his face.
Hey, you right about that, man. Shout out to the Jobber podcast, man. They dope, man. I really dig
Sir
it, man.
Wilkins, I see you, baby.
For real. Another matchup we got you going on tonight, you guys, at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins versus Edge. They say 7 years in the making. I love this storyline because it started with I couldn't even afford enough money to get like close seats. So my buddy was like, yo, man, I got some ticket. I got a ticket for you. It was up in the bleachers. And I remember this whole night, he was trying to, crush Edge's neck and stuff like that when John was supposed to bring back the authority and all that stuff like that. So 7 years later to come back at it, this is kind of cool right here. Who you got for this matchup though?
Listen, I'm going with Edge in this one, man. I'm sorry, Seth, man. As much as I've been on your high horse for months, but after that promo that Edge left last night with the Brood music, all that going real dark and sinister, I was like, oh my God, yes! This was the Edge that I've been dying for. No disrespect to the current Edge right now. That got nothing to do with it. But they had a little bit more excessive layer to that. You can see to a well-established wrestler like him, and then he's like, "Yo, I gotta go deep and dark, just just like how Seth did." You know what I'm saying? We all talked about Cesaro's little swirl that he did had drove Seth Rollins crazy, but now when it comes to this, as I remember, 7 years ago, he's about to be cursed on to the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he was going through that neck injury at that time. So now you bringing him back to that dark, dismal place that he tried to bury forever. You let the doors box. That's when I was like, whoa. I'm like, yo, Edge is my new winner. I'm sorry. If he goes full blown Brood mode at SummerSlam, I will be just like this. Thank you for doing him the right thing. Okay? Yes. We all know that he can cut an amazing promo anytime, any place on the dime. It is no question. But this was the one that stood out the most because he went real dark. He went 1998, 1999 on your asses. And whoever wants to feel like I was back then, I feel sorry for y'all.
Yeah, man.
Seriously. Man. Just that dark, broody shit. I was like, I was like, oh, like they bring back the Brood Edge. I'm like, yo, he won. Period. There's no turning back from that.
A lot of people got Edge over last night, man. After last night, a lot of people got Edge, man. When Seth,
that fucking fire promo that he dropped, that's why I was like, before I even make my picks, let me watch all the programming of that week so I have a better understanding of that product. And right before what they're building up to, so when that pay-per-view comes, I know what to expect.
Yeah. I was like, yo, Seth Rollins, man, every single week he came out there with the drip. I was like, this suit is so basic as fuck. Like, he got this white-ass suit.
The suit, so that makes it so damn fire, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now for people who's not a Batman fan like I am, Batman Forever. Tommy Lee Jones that played Two-Face. You see the drip that he had on that motherfucking suit. Where did all that shit came from?
Yeah.
So I became agree because they really went DC Comics on that. When it comes to Seth, the whole Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, split personality shit. So I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. I can deal with a Harvey Dent and just playing and acting like Two-Face, like for real. So you know what I'm saying? So I bought it.
Okay. Hey, look, I ain't even look at it like that. I was just looking at it like, yo, every week Seth been coming out there with just fire ass suits on, and he just came out there with a white suit on. So I just was like, something up, something really, really, really
And
up
then
here.
you know that whole
Yeah,
and then the whole bloodbath, the whole
yeah,
black bloodbath, and afterwards he looked like a fucking Roman statue.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't know now. I think I might be going with Edge though. After what happened last night, I think I might be going with Edge. So that's gonna be a dope matchup. That's gonna be a dope matchup. Seth Rollins versus Edge. That's gonna be
bring back the Brood, okay? WWE, bring back the Brood. How about that? Shit.
I thought Gangrel was coming out though. I didn't even know he was just going to just pull the promo, and I thought Gangrel was going to come out and do something. I was like, oh shit! Now, okay, we in Attitude Era again. Okay, man, I'm loving it.
They really went to the archive with this one. Okay, yeah.
Oh man, that was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. But we're gonna move on, you guys, man, on to the next matchup here on SummerSlam, you guys. We got Goldberg, you guys, going up against the almighty WWE champion Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Goldberg is back, and obviously, he only got 2 more matches left on his deal. That's great. I seen him on talking. No, what he was on. WWE's The Bump, and he's there obviously to do a job. He's there to just make money, but the aura of Goldberg is gone away. And I understand, he want to do it for his son, for his son, and that's totally cool. We got the WWE network, even though he said he wanted, show him in person, but like I think it's done. I said it in a post a couple of weeks ago. Bobby Lashley needs to, once the bell need a ring, he needs to smash Goldberg like Goldberg did Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series some years ago. Like that, he cannot lose against Goldberg, Bobby.
I'm gonna call him Oldberg or Gilbert, the one that comes first. But everything that you just said is right on the money. What I was gonna say, I'm going to take Bobby Lashley, but the only booking situation I got is I don't want to see a wrestling match. I just want to see a fucking squash match. Mm-hmm. Squash his ass within 2 minutes, or otherwise, this whole mystique of you being the almighty doesn't work for Bobby Lashley anymore. Because you can't even put down this old man. Imagine what the hell like that you're going to try to do with someone that's on the same age bracket as you, or younger than you. So he needs to squash Goldberg within 2 minutes. Exactly what you just said. The whole Goldberg, Brock Lesnar Survivor Series 2016, I think it was, where Goldberg basically just squashed him in like a minute and 27 seconds. So if he can't do that shit tonight, the whole almighty persona and aura and shit, gone.
Yeah, he need to squash him though.
Just someone that can't put Goldberg away in less than in less than 2 minutes. That's enough time for me to go downstairs, make myself some oodles and noodles, and come right before back to and you still wrestling? This is bad.
Yeah, because I don't think we want to. Nobody really want to see a matchup probably 5 minutes or more with Goldberg in it. We already seen the matchup that he damn near almost hurt the Undertaker in. I think that was Super Showdown. So it's like, like it's a little too old. I understand what they're trying to do. Captivate on them big matches though. But I mean, the ultimate big matchup, speaking of the Undertaker, was him and Sting. Like props to Sting. He over there in AEW had his first matchup on Dynamite. So on TNT in a long time. So like just let it go. I just feel as though just let it go once this over with though. So
listen, man, they just need to just stop signing Goldberg to these 2-match deals for 1 year each. And I mean, you technically sign him for 2 years and only had to do 1 match per year. How much money are you paying this guy? That you have to earn to release actual good in-ring talent?
There you go. Just throw the words out my mouth.
What?
Just throw the words out my mouth, man. For real.
Jesus Christ. Like, no, we don't need this travesty, Vince.
Mm-hmm. They releasing 30 superstars and stuff like that. Recently, Bray Wyatt, but you keeping Goldberg though.
Listen. But I mean, listen, right? Between last year and this year, they have released over 225 wrestlers. 225 within last year and this year.
Mm-hmm.
That says a lot about what the hell that they was trying to do at first. It didn't work. That was they're holding away talent, but there's nothing for them to do. They're paying out all this money to basically just sit the fuck at home. They can't do that. But yet you're gonna pay Goldberg a $2 million deal for 2 years, and basically he's good.
Like,
I said, get the fuck out of here.
I said that too, man. But obviously, I look back, I sit and I think, and I'm like, okay, I understand it. You know, they want someone with the nostalgia, the old school feel. To be like, okay, oh, that's Goldberg. Okay, I'll watch or whatever like that. But I mean, come on, it's like WWE. They does this thing where, of course, they want the new viewer in like that, but they don't try to, you know, cater to the fans that are here, that been here for a long time. They just say, you know what, fuck them. You know, the new viewer, we want the new viewer. We want the new viewer. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I hope Bobby Lashley wins in less than 2 or 3 minutes tonight at SummerSlam.
Listen, if I go downstairs, heat myself a hot coffee, as the interest coming in, and then I come upstairs, I'm eating both my hot pockets, and they still haven't finished this match within 5 minutes. I'm calling this thing trash. Travesty.
Hey, me too.
2 shits in a Torsi flush, courtesy of E Dukes.
Yo, hey, the next match, you guys, coming up tonight on SummerSlam for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Sasha Banks taking on the EST of WWE. Bianca Belair. Before I, ask you, Shiz, man, about this matchup, shout out to Clock Street Wrestling, man. I saw a recently episode it is where they was talking about how WrestleMania, the rematches for WrestleMania, the opposing superstar who loses sort of wins, or basically they wins at SummerSlam. Well, Shiz, do you think Sasha Banks is going to reclaim her SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam?
No. I don't think so, because of what they got with Bianca Belair right now, with Megan Stallion. You know what I'm saying? The whole lot of the Rolling Loud concert.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She is the dynamic for us. You hear me? Us, our delegation. So as much as I love Sasha, Sasha already had the belt too many goddamn times already. You need to develop new stars. This is what the fuck WWE's forte was back then, but then they lost that formula. They came to like 2010s and shit like that. They do not like to develop new stars, keep them up for that long because they feel like they're gonna break that ceiling, go do what Rock and Cena's doing, going off to Hollywood, and then they never come the fuck back. But doesn't that help that a former ex-wrestler turns to a TV star, movie star, coming from that environment is going to bring more eyeballs over there to them? Shouldn't that actually work that way? So you have that right now in Bianca right now. Don't kill off this vibe. You shouldn't kill off this vibe to maybe like December or sometime next year, WrestleMania time. Then probably do the title change. You're already red hot with her right now. Don't fuck this up. Don't do it. She little black girls out there. Let's just say foremost. So if she would have lost, I could picture money's crying. Damn.
How you feel about her championship reign so far?
They could have done better than that. They could have done better with her versus Bayley, but Bayley's injured, so she's out for 9 months. Lacey Evans is pregnant, so she's not going to be anytime soon. So it's unless Becky goes over to SmackDown, whenever that happens, you can get a female Rock in Austin going, huh? But who's gonna play the heel? It's definitely have to be Bianca now at that point.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like if they're gonna pull that trigger with Becky, they need to do it later. Have her come back, come here, become a SmackDown, getting some little bullshit rivalry with Sasha, Bayley in them. Time passes, win the Royal Rumble. Bianca Belair will be waiting for you right there. Rock and Austin female version right there. Great sell.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. Though I don't think her championship run has been very exciting I understand what they did with her, putting her against Carmella, especially at that little festival down in Miami a couple of weeks ago. That was great. Of course, she's hot. She's taking pictures with Megan Thee Stallion. She's doing everything. All the little black girls love her. All that, like you said, don't kill the vibe and stuff. But I think like she should have been in Cleveland because that them people didn't know nothing about. Now shout out to Wale, because he dope.
Shout out to Wale, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wale. Shout out to shout out to Smoke. Shout out to Smoke Dizzler too. Top of that, he's a big wrestling fan and he raps about wrestling too. So if y'all haven't checked out those ringside mixtapes, check them shits out, bro.
Yeah, like I ain't think she should have been wrestling in there. Like the crowd didn't like really feed into her. They was just like they didn't know what the hell was going on. They was probably just excited to be on TV. But nonetheless, her championship reign has been okay. It haven't been so much great. But now that Sasha's back, we can see what happened tonight, and then maybe that can go on to the next story. But I like I said, I like Bianca. She's dope. They just she just need to come a little bit more harder though. And
I mean, like you can't like really blame her because like think about it. Like I just said, Lacey was pregnant, Bailey's injured, Charlotte is already there, was already on the other show anyway. So without that. There's not enough stars of Bianca's caliber to go against her to make it into something that will click. That's why you got the Carmella. That's why you got the Selena Vegas and shit like that. Them TV matches where you already know who's gonna win. You know what I mean? So I kind of seen it, but I'm like, that's only because the key players are not back yet from maternity leave and injuries and shit like that. So I can't blame her. I gotta just blame the timetable of when all this shit happened. So I can't put all the finger blame on Bianca for that. I can't.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't putting it all on her though. Sad what happened to Bailey, man, because she was having a hell of a run. She got injured. So tonight would have been really cool for her also. But you guys, man, we're going to move on. You guys here to the next match on SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. Obviously, they just basically fed Jinder Mahal to Drew McIntyre in this matchup right here because it's like they didn't have nothing else better for him to do. So what's your thoughts on this one right here?
Listen, Jinder Mahal should have been released. Yes, Carew, I'm saying Carew, I'm saying this out loud. Your bands. Jinder Mahal should have been released, okay? But no, they brought his ass back because of the Saudi Arabia show. That's the only reason why he's there, okay? So, Drew McIntyre for the dub. I got nothing else to say about this damn match. Nothing.
Damn, nothing though?
No. Jinder Mahal should have been released. Man, they should have never kept him on the bench. Released everybody the fuck out, but kept him. They should release his ass. I'm sorry. They should just release him. I can't. I just can't. I can hear Carew saying in my head, the Mahadeh is going to get SummerSlam. And I'm like, bro, the Mahadeh Raja should have been released a long fucking time ago.
Everybody loved the Maharaja.
Shit, man.
He's doing what he's doing, though. I mean, I don't really like,
I get it, though, yes. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not knocking on him, the person. I'm knocking just the gimmick itself. It's just, it made me shake my head. And I'm like, no. Because what happened to that Muhammad Hassan back in 2005 on SmackDown? And you see how that played out. Just saying, folks, if they would have went back into that fucking dynamic, that character would have got killed months ago.
Yeah. Like, the whole story is whack to me. Obviously, they having a matchup. Oh, we former buddies. We used to be in 3MB. We former WWE champions now. Now we want to see where we at. And Drew McIntyre coming out there with his daggone sword and stuff. I get it. That's cool. That's great. But I mean, like, come on, man. Like, put the sword away, bro. Like, for real. Like, it don't even make sense. Like, you're not even going to use it. Like, put it away, bro. Like, just put it away. So, I don't know. Yeah. Enough of that one, though. The next one, you guys, we got Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie, a.k.a. Doudrop. You got all these women on the main roster. You got to let Oscar up here. You got all these other women though. Eva Marie, Alexa Bliss. What's your outcome for this one though?
Listen, this whole thing is trash. This whole match is trash. Not to bash Alexia. This has nothing to do with you, honey. It's all because of them giving you Bray Wyatt's gimmick and then they're releasing the creative fucking genius behind it. You know the fuck that they're gonna do that shit next. So I'm already not looking forward to that. But the Eva Marie thing, the signing itself, whoa, are you fucking nuts? You mean to tell me you let go of Santana Garrett, who was a better in-ring performer than this stupid bitch? Are you fucking kidding me? And then you change one person's name to Dewdrop. What kind of kid, 1974, 8-year-old time frame is this thing on? I can't. And then Dewdrop, on Mondays, she's been summoned to go get the Lily doll. And then as she does, Alexa's just sitting there just like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And she looks at the doll, puts it back, and walks away. And then she goes to Eva Marie, gets slapped twice in the face. What? Listen, if this Dewdrop bitch doesn't turn babyface tonight and smack and bury and beat the living shit out of Eva Marie, I'm sorry, man. The women's division over there on Raw is a dead water last hope. Like it's a dead cesspool. If this doesn't happen tonight, if Dewdrop doesn't turn babyface tonight, I'm telling you right here, right now, every single week, I'm gonna be booing my TV screen every time that I will. I'll actually record it and send it right over there to you. I'm gonna be just like this. So this is what the hell that y'all signed her for. Boom!
That's crazy, man. They released all these women though, and they kept Eva Marie, or at least brought her back though, and then changed, Piper Niven to Dewdrop. It's crazy, man. It really is though. We're gonna move on, man. We're gonna spend enough on that one though. The big old main.
It's just fucking sad. It's just fucking too damn sad that even me to have to keep naming that Dewdrop.
I thought it was a little hilarious when Eva Marie, I think when she did get the victory or whatever like that, Eva, whatever happened, like something happened.
Wait. Actually, Dewdrop got the victory, but she tried to claim herself as the winner.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy.
Oh, man, just Jesus.
All right, you guys, the main event of SummerSlam, you guys, coming up tonight. The Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, against John Cena, you guys. John Cena says he's back to take his 17 world championships. The Tribal Chief say he ain't taking nothing. A lot of people want John Cena to win. I don't see how, but my man Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, is walking out. He's walking out with the belt.
Listen, sorry folks, if it wasn't for that stupid promo that he cut last night, like if I don't win at SummerSlam, then I'm leaving speech. That's when you automatically know he's going to win, because there's no goddamn way he's gonna lose the belt. Somehow they write him off TV for maybe like a month or two. He comes back, and then somehow Cena still got the title. It's gonna be a rematch at Survivor Series, because they're not gonna prolong this thing to WrestleMania now, especially when you try to get Rock versus Roman anyway. So that's not gonna happen. But what is gonna happen tonight, though, Big E is going to come out. Well, Baron Corbin is going to come out first because he still got the Money in the Bank briefcase on him right now, currently as we speak. He's going to try to come out, cash it in. Big E's going to come right behind him, knock his ass out, take back what's rightfully his, cashes it, and go after Roman, take the belt off him within, I say, about maybe 4 minutes. And the crowd's going to go wild, and then maybe, just maybe, or they could prolong this whole. Nope, matter of fact, here's another twist. Bobby Lashley and Goldberg's. Big E is gonna go right the fuck over there, cashing his Money in the Bank, go against Bobby, whip his ass, take the belt off him.
Okay. A lot of people want Big E to cash in though, but why though? I would rather Bobby Lashley to squash Goldberg and for the main event, just be the main event. Like,
I
but
mean, so all right. So when it comes to my theory about this, just like how I was saying to you earlier, if the Lashley and Goldberg match is going to be squashed within like 2 minutes, this is going to be a real match, and it's going to be spear versus spear, jackhammer, torture racks, the whole 9 yards. It's going to get physical, right? Bobby Lashley ain't going to have enough energy to really defend himself, and Big E is going to come out and he's going to say what he's going to do. He's going to cash it in, get his win, become a new World Heavyweight Champion, representing the New Day, who's also on Raw too. So that's another way to reunite them. And for the draft, you're already going to have him already over there on Raw anyway. So I think they're trying to bring 3 birds with 1 stone with 1 move.
Hey, it's going to be interesting though. It really is though. I want to see Roman Reigns, of course, win it. I don't know why they're talking about him leaving. He's gonna win it. Like that's just some bull crap they just throwing in. Like for real though. Yeah.
Listen, the very moment when he said that, that's when I knew he's winning tomorrow. Because there's no way. There's no way that you're gonna let Cena go off to Hollywood with that belt. And part-timer wise, you ain't got. I mean, now you ain't got no heavyweight title. You ain't got no main title for your program. So that's not gonna fucking work.
Exactly. When they said that, I thought it was like, man, what you gonna Brock Lesnar us, man? Come on, you just gonna take the title and leave, bro? Like, come on, say that. Like,
he gonna take the title, jump over the barricade, kiss him goodbye like CM Punk, and then run out the damn arena.
Yeah, okay, yeah. My man, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, I'm pulling for him. He's gonna win. He's gonna beat the holy dog crap out of John Cena. I'll tell you that though.
I'm pulling for Roman Reigns too. I'm expecting a pretty severe ass beating to John to make sure that he knows I run this show. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the face that runs the place now. Your time has passed, Mr. Movie Star. My time is now.
His time is now. Yo, shout out to a former guest, you guys, who was on the 1130 podcast a couple of weeks ago. My guy, Brian Young. He said Roman Reigns needs the big push. Best talent they got. You damn right about that. That's the best talent they got right now. Like nobody else, especially they ain't got nobody on Monday Night Raw. SmackDown is just centered around, Roman Reigns. So he's gonna take
the best storyline that they got right now, and people are in tune with it.
You right about that. Saying? Yeah, you're right about that. So SummerSlam tonight, you guys. It's going down. I'm looking forward to it. Some surprises, maybe. We're going to see what goes down, for real. But tomorrow night, you guys, before we wrap it on out of here, you guys, we got NXT TakeOver 36, man. Yo, cheers. I'm looking forward to this right here. But the matchup I think is going to steal the show is Walter versus Dragunov, man. What you think?
Yes. Yeah. I totally agree with you. I said to myself, I'm like, they're doing the third time. I'm like, match of the night right there. And somehow, some way, and I'm gonna say this early, Ilya Dragunov is finally gonna get his big fucking win, and he's gonna get that NXT UK Championship away from Walter.
Okay.
Quote me. I'm going for the upset tomorrow. I'm going for the upset victory tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, I'm going with I don't know, man. You just said Dragunov. I don't really see nobody beat.
Right? The first 2 times they had spectacular matches, but he came up short. This is the 3rd time. So the 3rd time it's like your last chance. It's like all right, I'll give you one more chance to prove me wrong. Go up there, beat his ass, get a 5-star rating from Dave Meltzer, and we can work. This is it. This is it right here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. I got Walter winning. I don't really see nobody taking the championship away from Walter though, but this is going to be a good one though. That matchup that they had in NXT UK, they went to war, man. Like that was like a brutal matchup. I was like, man, did they allow them to do that to each other, man? But it was crazy though. So
NXT UK is like a different beast compared to the regular NXT.
It really is. It really is, though. Hey, what's your thoughts on Index, man? Indy Hartwell and Dexter, man.
Listen, man. Listen. listen. I mean, I can't say I was shocked. I can't say I was in disbelief. I kind of thought they kind of rushed it. They kind of rushed the
Yeah.
whole from the first date. That all of a sudden now you're proposing to the man, and you're proposing to him.
Yeah, exactly
Many
though.
female fans would have lost. If the female fans definitely had lost their shit that night. They're like, wait,
Exactly.
time out, what?
Exactly though. I ain't want her to propose to him, but obviously Dexter doesn't talk. Now, like I
But
went to
this is all about the whole monogamy between men and women and how certain traditional things is done and shit like that. But I gotta tell people, this is 2021. We have gay marriages and shit like that. What the hell makes you think a woman is not going out there trying to propose to a man? And that happens too. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, it's just the way that it is. I mean, certain people are like Jim Cornette. Stick with tradition. You know what I'm saying? People want to be Vince Russo. Think outside the box. I'm a hybrid of both. So I was like, okay, I understand for the story, I get it, but the execution of it wise, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I wonder how my girl would feel if she would have got on her knees and asked me to marry her. And I'm like, what?
Exactly.
I swear, I would like look down. I'm like, unless you're doing something else, you better get the fuck up.
Exactly. That's the first thing I said. I was like, damn, though, she got down though, but we're gonna see where it goes though. What's the first verse he gonna say though? But yo, NXT Takeover 36 is gonna be like that tomorrow night, you guys. Yo, Shiz Lansky, man, I appreciate you joining me here on this live SummerSlam prediction
I got one more
jump.
question for you, Dre. I got one more question for you.
Okay.
So, when it comes to this whole Adam Cole situation, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think he's going to stay in WWE after Takeover, or do you think he's gone? Right. So, right after NXT Takeover is done, once 1201 hits, he's a free agent.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I heard they reported him off like $1 million contracts or whatever like that. But I mean, like a lot of the guys in NXT don't really want to go up to, main roster and stuff because the past, actions we've seen with a lot of guys, Keith Lee being one of them. But I mean, like he probably gonna go. A lot of guys been leaving, and like, man, if you seen the opening of Rampage last night or any Dynamite, like not just the suck up or kiss ass to AEW, man, like that shit is like.
I'm giving you consent today to kiss ass to AEW because last night people were blowing me up. I'm like, yo, CM Punk is back and like all this other type of shit. I'm like, don't tell me nothing until when I watch it for myself and I have a better understanding of where the company is going to go with him. And if it's something that I'm a rock with, I'm a rock with it. But something that is not, I'm gonna be like, wasted opportunity. They could have waited till All Out, then done it, got a bigger pay-per-view buy rate sale. That could have been the moneymaker. But I think All Out is Daniel Bryan's night. That's the one I'm gonna be like, no, that's what get the biggest pop of the night right there.
That's gonna be interesting. But
then for the whole Adam Cole, yes, WWE NXT have offered him $1 million per year, but of course, as I said to Dukes earlier, people are not going to be looking for the money as number one priority. They want to be, where am I going to be booked at? How am I going to be booked? All this extra shit they're going to come into play. Looking at AEW, they got the talent. He got his girlfriend over there who's on top of the women's division mountain right now. Currently, as we speak, he can get to go to do other independent dates, including New Japan, AAA, Impact. He can go anywhere and still be under an AEW contract because they have a working relationship, so he can get more opportunities and more money if he goes. Compared to staying at one company, and they're gonna force his hand to go up to the main roster. But watch he only gonna be like, only gonna be like the United States or Intercontinental Champion. And I don't want to see that because you're solely dwindling his stock. Then when his stock's no more, who's really gonna take him serious? So Adam Cole, I'm telling you right here, right now. So I'm telling you guys this right here, right now. And I said this in a group, and some people got mad when the fuck I said this. Adam Cole is going to lose. So they're going to build Kyle O'Reilly to be the biggest babyface for NXT. So when that happens, and And then, of course, y'all know the wrestling rules. If you're about to walk up the door, you're gonna lose every match. So if Adam Cole loses, he's out. He's done. But if he wins, he's getting that bump up, and that's when you know he had resigned.
Okay, man. Hey, that's gonna be it.
Quote me, folks, and people are gonna get mad at me if I say that. But I'm like, yo, I cussed out 2 people last night. I'm like, yo, listen, I don't mind doing. I'm like, yo, listen, I don't mind doing this whole shit again. I'm like, yo, listen. You know how WWE rocks with some of the people that choose not to resign, expiring contracts. They're losing on the way out. So if he loses tonight, my theory just came true.
Hey, man, we're going to see. That's going to be a main event matchup to see Adam Cole, baby, versus Kyle O'Reilly. Hey, yo, man, it's going down, man. What a hell of a time to be a wrestling fan. CM Punk is back. We got SummerSlam tonight and TakeOver 36 tomorrow. Shiz, I appreciate you joining me.
Folks, Impact Emergence was last night, too.
Oh, yes.
Check out that pay-per-view, man. They had a great card, man. Check them out, man. They're trying to rebuild that stable, and I'm happy for Impact right now. So
hey, I am too, man. I watched it this past week, man. I love what Jay. Yo, I got to say this though, man. Do Trey Miguel remind you of Ricochet in any way?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that, but he reminded me of somebody else, but I can't quite put my finger on his name. But when I think about it, I'll probably send a message to you unless some other shit. But he definitely reminded me of Ricochet a lot.
Yeah,
because he's a high flyer. He's a good looking son. He's a good looking son of a bitch, and he can cut promo. So
yeah, he cool, man.
Hey, Miguel, you my guy over there, man. I fuck with you shit over there.
Yeah, I like what he doing. I really do. Yo, Shiz, man. Once again, man, I appreciate you joining me. Before you go, man, let everybody know, man, as you can see on the bottom of the screen where they can follow you at, man, and catch a podcast.
You should already know by now, but in case if you don't, then you should. We are on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel, Off the Top Ropes Podcast. Give us the like, share, subscribe, push. Just check out the episodes that we already have, man. We're actually trying to build up that library. But also follow us on the regular podcast platforms: Anchor Podcast, Google Podcast, Breaker Podcast, Radio Public, Spotify, Podbean, and Audio as well. And of course, if you want some of the merchandise, you know what I'm saying? The merchandise, the tees, or even the flip-flops, as I'm wearing right now currently. www.bonfire.com/store/off-the-top-roast-podcast. Or for the slides, www.deco.com/off-the-top-roast-podcast. So you can find stuff there.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That is what's up, man. I'm trying to get my 11:30 podcast apparel, man, up and running real soon, man. So I'm trying to be on your level, man. When I grow up, I'm trying to be like Shiz Lansky, man, with some nice, dope merchandise, man. So you guys, man, go cop some merchandise for real. Yo, Shiz, man, I appreciate you once again for joining me.
And I want to give a special shout out to you, the 11:30 podcast. Special shout out to the Dirty Hills podcast. Shout out to the Essentially Senile, the Essentially Cynical podcast too. Buzzing with Marlo podcast, man. There's a bunch of podcasts that in the Raw Zone podcast too. Check them out on YouTube as well. Just a bunch of new upcoming wrestling podcasts, man, that y'all gonna have to get in tune with, because it's not just us that's trying to create these content. There's other podcasts out there that's trying to do the same thing that we do. Show them all the same support and love, the same way that y'all see that y'all share with us. You heard?
Yes.
So
you heard, man. You're right about that, man. For real.
Support Dirty Hills. And Dirty Hills, I'm coming after that ass, boy. Wrestling versus this upcoming season. You sons of bitches. I'm coming after all motherfuckers full force. Y'all heard me right. Y'all heard me right.
Yo,
and
support
the Job Kids podcast too, man. You know what I'm saying? Sir Wilkins, but and Janelle Garcia for helping running the biggest event in Brooklyn that I just went to the previous few weeks ago, SummerSlam. Man, they did a great thing, man, and I can't wait till next year.
Hey, that's what's up, man. For real. You guys, man, support your local podcasters for real. Like you said, man, once again, shout out to the Dirty Hills podcast. The 1130 podcast Talk Pro Wrestling is Dirty Hills approved. Shout out to Off the Top Ropes podcast and Clock Street Wrestling podcast, Rapping Wrestling podcast. Shout out to the Jobberteers, Talk of Champions, you guys. Shout out to EB Radio, you guys, for allowing me to come on each and every Wednesday, man. Shout out to everybody who's doing what they doing, man, is trying to make it up to the next level in life, man. So I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate everybody who's tuning in to this live show. I thank you. I thank you, Shares. And once again, you guys, you know me, Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels. Catch me each and every Wednesday on EB Radio and YouTube at 11:30 a.m. Shares, you want to say anything else, man, before we wrap it on up and go?
And I'm gonna take the words from our good friend Maverick from OTTR. Fuck WWE, bring back WWF. Yes, fuck WWE, bring back WWF.
Oh man, bring back WWF, man, for real.
Shout out to you, Maverick, man. That one was for you, Playboy.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys, man, joining us, man. Don't forget to follow Off the Top Ropes podcast on all social media platforms and follow the 1130 podcast. You dig? Yo, it's your man Dre, aka Dre on the Wheels, and we out of here, man. For real.
Dre on Wheels. Thank you for having me, as always, brother, man. Appreciate it.
Yo, what up? This your boy Kenneth Stones, aka Coffee Weaston.
This your boy D.O.E. Good Brother Bowl.
And we are the Dirty Hills. You already know, man. You tuning in to 1130 podcast. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Dude, that's my job. Not 7:30, but 11:30.
Yeah. And you have been Dirty Hills approved.
Everyone has something to say, a story to tell. We make it easy to share yours. So let's talk.
Regardless of your podcast setup, hit record. And from there, whether your podcast reaches 10 people or 10 million, we can help you get heard wherever listeners are.
And who knows, maybe even quit your day job.
But no matter who hears you, it's about connecting and sharing something from your perspective.
It's about having a voice and using it without anything standing in your way. Say it all with Anchor.